rotten egg smell in the water. Get it all the time. A lot of times that's, it's hydrogen sulfide for the most part, sulfur. It does run with iron. These are consultations that we typically need to do in person. Some of it can be done over the phone to point you in the right direction. You're thinking, what do I need to do to get this smell out? What does East Coast water quality do to get the smell out? Well, first I'll give you a little history. There's a couple different methods to getting it out. You're gonna have, of the few companies that are in business, a lot of them are gonna offer what's called a chemical feeder, which is a 15 to 30 gallon tank that has a pump on it and injects chlorinated water into the water as it comes in with a flow switch. They work great when they work. You are introducing a chemical into the water at that point in time. You can already hear probably the tone of my voice. We stopped selling them several years ago simply because it's one of the few products that I can't lifetime warranty. The parts, most of our warranties and all of our products are a lifetime on the parts and then a 1-year labor warranty. However, these chemical feed pumps, we're lucky to even make it through the 1-year warranty that we get. Basically after a year or so, if we even make it through the year with those pumps, you can't stand us because the little pump is just not working. It cuts on and off, and all you have to do is let that tank run dry, one time, and a lot of times it has trouble repriming again. That's why oftentimes the service calls, they would call us, say, hey, it's not working. We would show up and the tank is dead full because they realized they let it run dry, then filled it back up. Either way, you don't want the service call fees. We don't make money going out there and servicing those things, and they just constantly fail, plus the introduction of the chemical. So the only way that we treat sulfur here at East Coast is going to be through an oxidation system called our iron sulfur breaker. They treat both depending on the results. We will gear it more towards sulfur, gear it more towards iron, depending on how much iron it is. That's a different video, different segment on when to use a water softener to try to filter iron and when to go the correct way of oxidation. Sulfur, this page right here behind me, you can go on our website if you really want to learn a little bit more. Go to common water problems, and we really try to make our sites really educational where you don't have a product that's blasting in your face over and over again and links popping up, so you can really do some research on your own and go from there. But the sulfur, it has to be oxidized. We don't use chemicals, and I tell you, a lot of times the iron sulfur breakers are so amazing because a lot of times that iron is running with the sulfur, and we're able to knock both of those out in one tank. And the best part that most people love is it does not use salt. You would need to visit our iron breaker on our website, and they'll give you some more information, a video about what it does.